Hey folks, how's it going? This is Seagull here, back with another discussion video. On this day in 2017, May 30th, Parenthood was released. So I want to talk a bit about the pack and give my opinions on whether I think we'll get more family packs in the future. Parenthood still seems to be many people's favorite game pack for The Sims 4, which I think says a lot. The Sims 2 is well known for its family gameplay, and Parenthood helps steer that into The Sims 4, though it's not really enough on its own. I think there is still a lot more they can do. But Parenthood, I think, is an unexpected but interesting twist, introducing the concept of character values that can unlock exclusive traits if they're pushed to one extreme or the other, depending on how you raise your children. It's my favorite aspect of the pack, along with the after-school projects that children and teens can sometimes get, adding a bit more substance to the school system. I've seen a lot of discussion lately as to whether Parenthood cancels out any chances of an expansion like The Sims 3 Generations, which also focused on family gameplay. Everyone I've seen talk about this thinks that yes, Parenthood does replace Generations, so there won't be a full expansion pack, but maybe we'll still get smaller packs focusing on different age groups. Back when Parenthood first released, I definitely agreed with the point that Parenthood seems to replace Generations. But now that it's 3 years later, and there's probably still at least a couple of years left for The Sims 4, I'm thinking differently. Back when Parenthood first came out, I wasn't even sure if we would already be playing The Sims 5 in 2020, or at least be pretty close to its release. But the Sim Guru still insists that The Sims 4 is not ending anytime soon, and that rebranding from last year, in my opinion, really reinforces that point. And so many of the obvious ideas for expansion packs have been done. Let's say if The Sims 4 were supported until the end of 2022, and they keep doing 2 expansion packs every year, that means we have a total of 5 left after Eco Lifestyle releases. My hope is that one of those would be about farming, and I imagine at least one would be another completely left field, unexpected pack like Eco Lifestyle or Get Together, since Maxis do like surprising us for better or for worse. So that leaves 3 left in a time where we already have so many obvious ideas like pets, seasons, celebrities, a city world, and university. At this point, EA must know that a Generations-like pack would make serious cash for them, and it's not like they still can't do family-related themes in smaller packs. They already made a stuff pack for toddlers and another one for children. The upcoming community-voted stuff pack Nifty Knitting also looks like it'll be family-oriented, with even elders getting an exclusive Reminisce interaction on the rocking chairs. On a recent feature survey, they asked us about the idea of going to high school, as well as a cheerleading activity, which to me sounds like they're considering making a game pack focusing on teenagers. They could go deeper with high school life and give it more features if it had a game pack instead of it being part of an expansion pack, but still give teens some other features in an expansion. Plus, they've done various packs that all have an outdoorsy theme, so they're definitely not afraid of repeating themes as long as the content focuses on different aspects of it. Outdoor Retreat was focused on camping, Perfect Patio stuff was focused on the patios, and then Backyard stuff was more focused on what is actually like on the lawn, like the water slides and the bird feeders and such. And then we had Jungle Adventure, which is still outdoorsy, but it's focused on the jungle rather than the woods. So even though they all fall under that outdoorsy umbrella, they're still pretty different in terms of content. However, if they did a family expansion pack, it'll probably have different ideas, just like Parenthood did. Another feature survey had several ideas about revamping Sim personalities and relationships, so maybe a Sims 4 Families expansion would be more specific towards building more meaningful bonds between Sims, rather than just adding things for all ages broadly. We still don't have a proper Sims 2-like attraction system, interests, hobbies, or the much asked for improved babies. A family expansion pack would be the perfect excuse to budget time into all those features, which would improve the base game by giving Sims more depth. We've had quite a bit of focus on build mode lately, which is nice because I think build mode was lacking for quite a while. But I think it's time that the Sims themselves get improvements too. While I used to want farming the most, now that eco lifestyle is a thing, I'm hoping we get an expansion pack this November that focuses on families. I can wait until next year for farming. Personally, I like that 2020 has a running theme of DIY/eco-friendliness going on so far, but I still want a bit more variety in the back half of this year. The confirmed game pack is said to be a major first for The Sims, according to the roadmap published back in April. So I highly doubt the game pack will be about families. Discovery University was not part of the roadmap they did in 2019, since it did not release in that 6-month time period, and that's kind of what they're doing this year as well, where they're saying the roadmap's for the next 6 months, not necessarily the whole year. So I think they will repeat that this year. It's a great idea to get lots of potential holiday sales, and if they release the family expansion pack around that time, then that could be very lucrative for EA and Maxis. It's not guaranteed to happen, but I think it'd be a great decision. And if it doesn't happen this year, then maybe it could happen during the holidays of next year. I guess it also helps that at the moment I'm feeling more optimistic about the game because I enjoy Tiny Living stuff and am looking forward to Eco Lifestyle. I did not get a very good first impression of Eco Lifestyle, even though I have wanted an eco-friendly pack for years, but I imagined it as a game pack. But after the live streams went far more in depth about what we're really getting, as well as the big free update, I'm convinced we're getting more depth even if its ideas are very different from what we are asking for. The neighborhood action plan, scam calls, voting on neighborhood action plans, and what the community space venue looks like seem to add more personality and make Sims feel closer with their neighbors. Now we just need more gameplay aspects that expand Sims as individuals and have more differences compared to each other. Not just in terms of personality, but also more unique gameplay for age groups besides young adults. Even older adults could use a couple of features to make them stand out from their younger counterparts, such as the midlife crisis feature from Generations that can potentially bring a lot of drama and shakeups to current families. I'd also love for some gameplay objects to return from Generations. We could still use a lot more playground equipment such as seesaws, hopscotch courts, proper sandboxes, tree houses, slides that work for children and older that are not attached to a jungle gym that's really massive, even the ability to jump rope from The Sims 2, I really enjoyed that. And, of course, we also need bunk beds. They're not playground objects, but still, I gotta mention them because those are a very popular request, and I think they are pretty necessary for the game, even outside of family gameplay. They can help save a lot of space. Even though my opinion on this subject may not be one many will agree with, I can see why people don't have much hope right now for family players and that this aspect has been neglected. Ever since the original Sims game, I felt like there was too much focus on adults. I remember how frustrated I got when I tried out playing as kids and I would click on so many things and it would just say, oh, this object cannot be used by children. I would think, why? Why can't they do it? Sims 2 was the only one that I think did the younger age groups justice, but then the elders I felt were still a bit lacking. But if EA wants to keep The Sims making lots of money for the company, they need to continue listening to the fans. So feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think we are going to get a generation sort of expansion pack for The Sims 4 eventually, or do you think we might just get another pack or two for a certain age group and leave it at that? And be sure to subscribe if you want to keep up with my latest content from The Sims, Paralyzed, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!